Hi folks, welcome to another Old Biker Dude Show product review. I got a pretty neat little gadget here I want to show you guys. The folks at LASFIT got in touch with me here a little while back and wanted to know if I would test out their air inflator. And of course, since I've been using one of those cheap ones you buy at like AutoZone or one of the auto parts stores. Nothing against AutoZone. I shop there all the time. But, this is, obviously, when I looked into it, I pulled it up online just to see any of the other reviews that had been done so that I could, kind of formulate a plan for how to do a good job for them in exchange for this. These things cost like 99 bucks. And so I knew that it was going to be a good product. But once I actually got it, I have to tell you, I have already been inside this box. It was packaged well. It had bubble wrap around it and came in another box. But let me show you this thing. First of all, I will say that, being small, it's easy for me to carry with me in my trailer on the motorcycle. And, traveling all over the country like I do, I like to have the confidence of knowing that if I do run into a problem, with my tires, that, I have a way to, address it. Now, naturally, I have tire plugging equipment and all that kind of stuff in my little repair kit inside the trailer. But the number one thing you've got to be able to do once you do all that is you've got to air that tire back up. And, this being not just a tire inflator system, because it is versatile, it's got all the connectors in there for doing like sports balls, bicycle wheels, tires, your car tire, and everything. Here, let me open it up and I'll show you. But I like the box because I think I can carry it inside my trailer, and then that way my really nice, beautiful case here doesn't get compromised. And when I say beautiful case, look at that. Man, that is sharp, isn't it? So here we go. I'll let y'all see the way that I opened it and see the first impression. Watch this. You ready? Is that sharp looking or what? This thing is not cheap. It's got a little weight to it. You can feel that, it's not like one of those cheap plastic ones that like I said, that you buy at the auto parts store. But anyway, I took the liberty of going ahead and charging it up so I could show you the display and everything on it. This is the power button right here. And all you do is you just hold that down for 3 seconds and it comes on. And as you can see, the battery meter is already up to full. It's got a really nice display, nice and bright, as you can see. But let me kind of familiarize you with a couple of the, with a little bit of the, the details of it. First of all, everything is located at this end. You have, different ways to charge it. It draws about 50 watts of DC power if you use the car charger. And then it also has, a 110 plug that has this little barrel connector, and you can charge it that way also in a wall socket somewhere. So it's got AC and DC charging. And once it's charged up, let me show you this. Here's what's really cool. You can plug your phone connector, your phone right in there. Say like if you ran into a little bit of a jam and needed something to charge your phone, or say like you adventure bikers that travel all over the place and you don't have a whole ton of space to carry things like, power stations and stuff like that. You've got a way to charge your phone, and it, goes to work right away. So that's really cool. I thought that was neato. And now I want to familiarize you with some of the other features of this thing. Now, I did resort to looking in through the owner's manual because that's just one of the things I always do first, no matter what or how simple something seems. And I'm glad I did open this one because, first of all, it's a pretty cool little manual. It's not, one of those little cheap ones with incomplete sentences and, instructions that aren't clear. The first thing I noticed when I opened this was how clear and concise the instructions were. The package comes with one smart tire inflator, 2 Schrader valve quick adapters, which these, see, it's got these air hoses in here. It's got the DC power cord. It also has the DC charger plug, which hooks to your cigarette lighter adapter in your car, and it looks like about a 10-foot extension on it. So you can charge, you can put it up front and still keep it in the back somewhere if you had to. It's got the nice storage box. It's got 1 ball needle, which of course fits sports balls, soccer balls, basketballs, footballs, that kind of thing. It's got a Presta valve, and it's got the 1 Type-C cable to plug into it, like if you're going to charge it off a power station or another storage battery or something like that. And then it has a toy valve, and that's all these right here. They come in a little separate bag. So it's basically got the ability, if you've got something that needs air, this thing has a fitting to put air in it. And we'll go on here in the manual. It makes it very clear about turning it off and on, the charger types. It explains real clearly the battery indicator, how to read it. The thing that just what I really like about this is that it's just so small and everything, but yet you feel it. It's really heavy. I got a feeling this is a really good little air compressor motor in here. The 2 different ways, see that you've got your air valve right here to hook in your different air hoses and connectors to. And then it also has a little flashlight, which is quite bright. I'm not going to shine it in your eyes here on the screen, but I imagine you can take my word for it. This would help you, browse around in your trunk if you were having a flat tire on the side of the road or something like that. I don't know how many times we've all been there and couldn't find a flashlight. But basically you've got everything you need right here in one. I'm going to be carrying this with me on the road, so you'll probably see this featured at some time in the future when I'm topping off my tires and things like that. But the owner's manual makes it very clear as to different ways to use the different connectors. It shows the LED light right here. It shows all the information about checking tire pressure and things that we all pretty much know how to do. But it does go through to explain it in ways that somebody who's not used to doing it would be able to understand it. And that's what I kind of like about this manual here. It doesn't read too much into what it's trying to write, but it's very clear for somebody who may not be used to changing tires or operating an air inflator or something like that. And that's the person who really needs it the most, I think. But it's got of course, information around particular prospective malfunctionings, troubleshooting, tell you what to do if something's not working right, checking cords and parts and connecting parts, etc. Very good little manual here. And first thing I would do is I would recommend first thing that you should do is read this manual. It's really informative. Hey folks, real quickly before I go, we'll call this a little bonus edition of the Old Biker Dude Show product review. I've been reading through this manual a little after I just thought I was done, but this thing has some crazy capability. After looking through this owner's manual, really well, what's really cool is the way it goes about measuring your pressure. This thing will, you can preset this thing to, put a certain amount of air in whatever you're working with, from a bicycle tire to a car tire. But here's what's really cool is like with sports balls, because there's a certain level of air that needs to be in a ball. I'm sure we all probably remember the big scam involving one of the professional football teams saying they didn't have enough air in their footballs. You don't want to be the head coach of the home team on your big Friday night high school football game and get accused of not having the right air pressure in your footballs. This thing will put the exact amount in anything that you're working with. So, once you turn it on, you just can connect whichever one of your lines that, would be appropriate and connector to the device, either be it a tire or a ball or what have you. And then you can preset the exact amount of pressure you want to put in it. And this thing will automatically stop at exactly that pressure. I like it. It's a cool little gadget, and I think it's certainly looks like it'd be worth the 99 bucks to me. And I also wanted to elaborate for people who may not understand the difference between a Schrader and a Presta valve. A Schrader valve is going to be the type of valve you see on an air stem that you would fill up your average, regular car tires. You see the little valve stem in there, you put it over it. But there are some road bikes and some mountain bikes that use a Presta valve. They're a little bit different because they will sustain more pressure when jumping and, kind of being in an off-road situation. And they use a little bit more heavy-duty type valve to prevent air from escaping out of the valve. And that's what a Presta valve is. But anyway, I wanted to just clarify those couple of things for you and let you know that I was thumbs up before, but I'm thumbs way up now on the LASFIT Air Inflator.